Hello, I'm Shabnam, and we'll be talking all about Aries. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and that's pretty much how those born under this sign see themselves first. So Aries are the leaders of the pack, first in line to get things done. Whether or not everything gets done is an other question altogether, for an Aries prefers to initiate rather than to complete. Do you need a project needing a kickstart? Call an Aries, by all means. The leadership displayed by Aries is most impressive, so don't be surprised if they can rally the troops against seemingly insurmountable odds. They have that kind of personal magnetism. And Aries won't shy away from new ground either. Those born under this sign are often called the pioneers of the zodiac, and it's their fearless trek into the unknown that often wins the day. Aries is a bundle of energy and dynamism, kind of like a piped piper, leading people along with its charm and charisma. The dawning of a new day in all of its possibilities is pure bliss to an Aries. The symbol of Aries is the ram, and that's both good and bad news. Impulsive Aries might be tempted to ram their ideas down everyone's throat without even bothering to ask if they want to know. It's these things when you may wish Aries symbol were a more subdued creature, more lamb than ram perhaps. You're more likely to convince the ram to soften up. These folks are blunt and to the point. Along with those qualities comes the sheer force of the Aries nature, a force that can actually accomplish a great deal. Much of Aries' drive to compete and to win comes from its cardinal quality. Cardinal signs love to get things done, going, and Aries exemplifies this even better than Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Aries is ruled by Mars. Taking a peek at Roman mythology, we find that Mars was the god of war. Our man Mars was afraid to do battle, and much the same can be said for Aries. These folks are bold, aggressive, and courageous. They can summon up the inner strength required to take on most anyone, and they'll probably win. Aries don't lack energy or vitality, and they can stay in the game longer than most anyone else. Now that's a winning edge. Rams are also, for the most part, independent and well aware of their own interests in a given situation. This sometimes myopic view may not be for everyone, but it does help Aries get things going. Farther, their competitive natures ensure that they will play the game with zeal and vigor. At times, their approach may be construed as arrogant and demeaning, but it takes a lot of focus to be a leader. Sadly, Aries usually be around for the final victory. These folks will more than likely have bolted to the next project before the first one is even done. The element associated with Aries is fire. Think action, enthusiasm, and a burning desire to play the game. Aries love physicality, so they won't sit on the sidelines for long, if at all. They'll jump into the fray full force and will contribute much in the process. Talk about eager beavers. Sure, some of their decisions may later prove to have been hasty, but you'll never find an Aries who regretted taking a shot. Making things happen is what it's all about to these folks. Aries are also unafraid of stepping onto new terrain. The challenge inherent in taking on the unknown's heaven on earth for rams. Sure, they may appear arrogant when they take on the world, but they'll be quick to tell you it's the only way to go. While the common Aries retrain might well be me first, there's no point in arguing with them since in their minds they are first. Is this unbridled ego? Maybe, but that might be what it takes to ablaze a new trial. Oh, and on the subject of arguing, it's the ram who will have the last word, so save your breath. Aries plays as hard as they work. These folks are happiest in a spirited soccer match or engaging in the martial arts. In the game of love, the ram's ardor is unquestioned, although Aries can also be playful and romantic with their mate. With Aries ruling the head, face, and brain, those born under the sign need to be on the lookout for headaches and are well served to take the occasional deep breath. The ram's color is bright red, a sure sign of the fire that breathes within. The great strength of the Aries born in their initiative courage and determination. These folks love to get things going and are fearless along the way. Their dynamism and competitive spirit and considerably to any of their endeavors. This was all about Pisces. Thank you. Subscribe.